Welcome back to Saints Row 4. Hey, guess what? We're almost at the end of my first recording session.
Allow your mind to get out of the simulation and back into your body. Head toward it.
On my way. So what have you learned about this Zin invasion, Kinsey?
The good news is they didn't get everybody. Just a whole bunch of people.
How much is just a bunch?
According to what I've been able to decipher, the simulation is designed to house the best and the brightest specimens from various worlds.
The best and the brightest from an entire planet? How big is this thing?
Big. But they haven't gotten to all of Earth yet. Just the major cities. Last I heard, Oleg was up at Camp David. That area doesn't look like it's been hit yet.
Okay, so that'll take him a while to get through then. Though I can't help but feel I'm forgetting something. Something Zinyak said that might be important to remember.
Mess with my body.
Whatever.
In a safe place. Once you're free, I'll pick you up at the landing platform.
So yes, last time on Saints Row 4, we did get superpowers, which is very cool. But unfortunately, we should probably leave that behind, because as fun as it is in the simulation, it's more important that we get out of the simulation so the boss can get out of wherever she is. So, despite the fact that, obviously we're leaving and never coming back, I do wanna... Oops, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Oh well. Anyway. I'm still picking up data clusters even though we're definitely leaving and never coming back. It's been fun, we've had a good time, but we need to leave. We cannot let the Zin and their insults stand. We've gotta save America and also probably the other places. But mostly America. There's a real emphasis on them. Cause, that's kinda just the tone of the game that they're going for. I did do a Metal Wolf Chaos reference at the start, but that is kind of the same tone as just, we're going rah-rah America to stupid degrees, and it's very funny for that. Again, maybe a little funnier back in the day. Before, the everything else that happened in real life. But here in the second worst 2019 to exist, things would have been great if not for the alien invasion. Was Melissa massively unpopular? Sure. But, she would have bounced back eventually. How? I don't know. She did own a tiger. We trained under that tiger, is that anything? Do you people like that? Yeah, I've got a pet that mauled me several times. Years ago. At least I'm assuming that's the same tiger. Otherwise, I don't know where we would have found a second tiger.
Kinsey, the door's locked.
Kinsey, that's not an actual door, it's just a part of the world. It's just painted- oh. Okay, in my defense, that was not there a few seconds ago. You are clearly just fucking with us.
Can you quit being a baby and just
Look, lady, we're doing this in my time.
No, you're not.
Okay. Apparently the cutscene's not going on its own time either. That was weirdly paced, and I don't know why. Sonic Adventure 2 speeds there, jeez. Okay, well, out of the simulation. Nude and gooey. Not an ideal situation to be sure, but we've probably had worse. I mean, look, we fought our way through Morningstar in the nude.
Kinsey.
There was less goop involved, sure, but...
Where on Earth?
There aren't nearly as many bullets this time around, so I think we'll be fine.
I feel like a gas station toilet.
Very specific and very unpleasant to think about. Thank you. Right, so I just gotta wander through, puke a bit. The boss just needs to catch her bearings, but she'll be fine.
Need to reach that platform.
I do sell this very well. It does feel weird to control. Boss is off her game, but again, we've had worse. Let's hope we stepped over that. But we'll recover eventually, it's fine.
Where's Kinsey?
Kinda hoping she'd be next to the pod when we woke up, but I guess that's too much to ask for.
Shit.
Don't acknowledge me, I'm not here.
Give me that.
Okay, fine, I am here, and you get to die now. That's on you, buddy. Alright, so that was a bit of a wake-up for the boss. And now this controls fairly normally. So, other than the nude and wet bit, everything's going way better. Thankfully, much like in Saints Row the Third, or any Saints Row game really,
How am I?
being naked does not make you more susceptible to bullets. You are as bulletproof as you would be with clothing on. That's just the boss's natural ability.
Would you? Hey, there's a human!
She's shooting us! Quit doing that!
So yeah, even though we've gotta deal with lasers, don't you worry, they don't kill you any faster for being nude. It's just an aesthetic choice for the mission. Look, you can't have clothing in those pods.
For both our sake.
But yeah, I guess this is just a little bit of a readjustment period, and a way to teach you that if you're not in the simulation, you do have to play the game like you would other Saints Rows. Or, you know, mostly the third. It does play a little bit differently than 1 and 2, but whatever. Splitting hairs at this point. Also, we do just need a bunch of announcer jokes, which are very good. Whatever Zin's doing that, I appreciate your work. There's some very, very good bits there. Do appreciate the dialogue. That's what I mean by, I just think this game's a lot sharper than the third. I can't really recall any of the little dialogue that I just found amusing. It's not the funniest thing of all time, but you know, you read it, you're going through a mission, you chuckle at it. They're good jokes. Good jokes. Nice ones. But yeah, anyway, we don't have access to our powers though, so that's a good thing to note. Boss doesn't get to do that IRL, only in a computer program. Which, you know, as much as I do like the superpowers, I can absolutely understand why there are segments of the game where that's just not the difficulty. You know, it would not be difficult to have the superpowers in those segments. You know, things can get tough with the superpowers, but they want relatively normal combat segments as well, and, you know, I enjoyed Saints Row the Third, I enjoyed this game too. Also, considering the fact that, we have aliens, this time around, that means we get to use the cooldown feature that we saw on kind of the, more high-grade military stuff, or the fake alien weapons in the DLC. That's just a lot more prominent now. We can use that instead of... I think this is supposed to be a rifle? I'd know for sure if I actually brought up the menu, but there's really not a reason to do that right now. Ooh boy, they've got a lot of guys.
Come on, I'll kill you all.
Maybe I could use a few more grenades first. Or, you know, any grenades. I'm kind of at the point of none.
Can they hear me? Well, hello. I see you're attempting a noble escape.
I wouldn't call it noble.
Understandable, given your
Violent, yes.
I urge you to turn back.
Nah, I'm good. Look, once you get out of the pod, I don't really think you should go back in. It's a temperature thing. Really cooled down now that I'm outside of the pod. It'd be weird to go back inside. Alright, fine, we'll just get another one. Oh. Or maybe our ride's here. Alright, Kinsey's finally back to pick us up from soccer practice, and look who it is, Vice President Keith David. I mean, if anybody was gonna help us escape, it would be him.
I picked the right running mate.
Damn right.
That's more or less what I was going to say. Thanks, Keith David. Just take my lines, why don't you? Alright, and out we go. Unfortunately, Kinsey said this place is
Let me take the
big,
stick. I'm getting us out of here.
so we don't just get out
Thanks for
immediately.
saving my life. Why, thanks, boss. I love being appreciated. Boss, I'm the president now. When did you turn into such a jerk? Surprise, Kinsey. I've always been an asshole.
Thank you. I mean it.
Seriously though, do we have to talk? Is there any resentment here? It seems like there's resentment.
Knock yourself out.
Anyway, time to fly the ship in the nude. Alright, let's get on out of here.
Oh, wait. You saved Keith David before me?
I, passed by him on the way out.
Ah,
Tell me how you...
good bit of luck
Let's
there.
just focus on flying, shall we?
Okay, fine. Kinsey, does this thing have a radio?
Radio signals bounce around space for...
Wait. This is my jam!
Is it? Remember when this was a meme? Remember when the meme with the people doing the head bouncing in the car? That's the thing that happened ages ago. Anyway, yeah, this is just an escape sequence. We've not really had a proper ship combat yet, so... I guess this is how they introduced this to us. So yeah, Kinsey said this place was big, and yeah, it's massive. We could not explore this place in any reasonable amount of time, and we won't even scratch the surface by escaping this place. And we are covering a lot of ground here. So this one is pretty straightforward, of course, nothing too difficult to shove in our way. But you do need to get your grasp on how this actually works, since you probably don't know yet.
Do a barrel roll!
Really?
Spin this ship, damn it!
They said the thing. So yeah, maybe... I don't mind the escape sequence for the most part, but man, those are some real dated jokes at this point.
They're closing us in!
Stay on target.
So yeah, if you're gonna die anywhere in this mission, it's here. You want to turn to your side so you don't get crushed by the doors. And damn, I lost a bit of health for that one. But I still made it, so... Hey, you know... If I didn't crash, that's a success.
We're not really leaving the others, are we?
Hell no. But if we're taking the fight to Zinyak, we'll need all the help we can get.
By which I mostly mean Oleg.
Can you get in touch
Everybody
with
else,
Yeah, should be in
Huh. I always thought Nightblade was just a vampire show.
Oh no, my friend. It is the essence of drama. Hey, you need to take that?
You know anyone with the 217 area code?
Is that St. Louis?
Probably Telmar.
Oh no. Oleg, no! Damn it, telemarketers, I knew you ruined everything! That's probably their fault too. Yeah, that is the one person I actually care about in all this.
Well, I'd say this was a productive day.
fucking monster.
Oh, don't act surprised. I told you this would happen.
Yeah, but you could have not done that if you really cared.
We're done talking.
You could have bluffed.
You goddamn right he's not. Kinsey, can you use this thing to place me back in the simulation?
Yeah, I think I should be able...
Do it.
Wait, you want to go back in there? You can't kill Zinyak plugged into a computer.
I can kill a lot of people with a computer.
You, sure. You need help setting the DV off.
Look, all I needed was that one iPod, and when that died, I no longer needed to really take in technology. Nothing else matters.
The president is right. Whenever the simulation is disrupted, I have a small window to work my way inside the Zin security network. The more it's disrupted, the more time I'll have to map out Zinyak's mothership. I can identify structural weakness, locate where they're keeping our friends.
And find Zinyak.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
So we might not be able to explore the Zin ship. The simulation, on the other hand, that we can do.
That was supposed to demoralize, galvanized, and a course was set that the Saints could never back down from. But even more monumental is this. If the Earth was not destroyed, pragmatism would have won over desperation, and the Saints would never have been reunited with the most dangerous man in all of history, Johnny Gat.
That's for all you people who are complaining that we killed him off in the third game.
Like all good stories, the second act
We're just telling you that happens now.
the building of a robot.
Please, stay in your seats. Keep playing the game. Johnny Gat will be here eventually. So yeah, that is the end of the mission. We got back to the real world, but unfortunately, the Zin kind of blew up Earth, so when I say the real world, I mean space, and not the planet we normally live on. That's gone now. And the only way to stop Zinyak now is to go back into the simulation and basically just ruin everything in there. And you know, frankly, if that's gonna be the Zin's weakness, that's the worst one they could have had. Again, exploring the Zin ship would be nigh impossible. We can fuck up Steelport, we've done it before, and we will do it again. Oh, and this is where all of the DLC and whatnot gets unlocked, so... yeah, it's a ton of stuff, they don't lay it out one by one this time. Though we do get a few different sections, but for the most part it just says, hey, you've got stuff. Yeah, it ends there. That's it, that's all they say. But yeah, we do have access to one of the DLC mission sets for now. Different will be unlocked after we get a new power. And we've got a bunch of, costumes as well. Bunch of new weapons. Not really much more on the money, though. Not a lot more cash, which is too bad, because we've got a bunch of weapon... or, just general upgrades, not just weapon upgrades. So, I mean, I'm not really using homies right now, maybe later. Okay, yeah, that's a necessity. Bonus XP is also a necessity, so... we will add these. And next time on Saints Row 4... oh, more cash, but it's just the one I just got. Next time on Saints Row 4, technically I probably should move on with the main game. But we actually got access to some side quests by doing that mission, and technically speaking, it makes a little more sense in the order to do main quest stuff first, but I don't think it matters that much, and genuinely, I really want to do the side quests first, because their rewards are great. Speaking of rewards, or, you know, superpowers at least, we can now run up walls instead of jumping up them. That's a much better way to handle walls. That's it, that's the last word of the episode.